Greetings folks, I'm your host Nomo and I'm here today with the Laney LX120RH guitar amplifier head in camo finish. Well, let's find out how it sounds like. The first pro of this unit will have to be its cheap price, and at 21,000 rupees it's very hard to find a 120 watts gigging level head. I mean, it's loud enough to keep up with a loud drummer, or you can use it for some small venues. The second pro of this unit will have to be its decent construction. Well, I know it's not the best construction in the world, but for the price point it's pretty decent. Also, it's lighter compared to its tube head counterparts of the same size. It weighs in about 14.4 kgs, and you can expect at least 19 to 20 kgs on their tube counterparts. The first con of this unit will have to be its rather mediocre tones. I mean, it has a very sterile sounding clean sound and a rather fizzy and tinny and fuzzy distortion sound. And you might want to work in the post-production a lot to make it sound acceptable. Well, I won't prefer the tones of this amp, like most other solid-state amps. The second con is supposedly its journeyman status. I mean, it's not an amp you'd like to keep for a lifetime. It's just a journeyman's amp. Like if you're a beginner or an intermediate level player, you'd want to get this amp, and as you advance, you might want to upgrade. It's not in for the long haul. So who's this amplifier for? I think it's good for the beginner or the intermediate level player or the hobbyists who are looking for a loud amplifier at a cheap price for band practice or maybe gigging in their first few gigs in a small to medium level venues. It'll be suitable for them. It's also fair enough for those people who use multi-effects with amp sims built in instead of depending on the amp's distortion or the clean sound. I think that's better that way, and yeah, it'll suit those people well. Well, I've tried to make the most out of this amp, and all I can say is that with the help of some extra pedals or maybe some multi-effects with some amp sims, it can do a decent job, especially for intermediate level players, but on its own, it's not that great. Well, I'll give this a 2.8 out of 5, which is... So folks, this was the Laney LX120RH, and I'm your host Nomo. I'll see you guys again next time. Stay sweet, subscribe to my channel, and Nomo out.